said the delegates are enjoying some music. They have a band playing, and we're expecting U.S. Senate candidate Kari Lake out of Arizona to take the stage next, which really underscores another part of what these conventions are all about. We often focus at the top of the ticket, and for obvious reasons, but the goal also of these conventions is to raise the profile of some of the down-ticket candidates like Kari Lake. Tonight's theme is Make America Safe once again. They'll be focusing on crime and border issues. And I think another highlight for the delegates here tonight will be once again seeing former President Trump coming here into Fiserv Forum. I can tell you that today people are still talking about what they saw here last night. This moment, the first public appearance for former President Trump since the assassination attempt. Donald Trump walked into Fiserv Forum with that large bandage on his ear as the delegates were chanting "fight," which is the word he conveyed to the crowd on Saturday right after surviving the shooting. This morning, we caught up with the California delegation at their brunch, and they were still very focused on what it meant to see their candidate in person.
And then when he came out, it was great to see him again.
Why is this emotional for you? I can see that it is.
You know, because we almost lost a father and a husband and a leader of our country. Above all, I'm a mother. So what the country experienced was I think just changed a lot of people, including myself, to appreciate every day. God has a plan, and God's plan was for President Trump to live.
It was interesting watching the president, watching his face, and I just feel like there was a change in his demeanor, and that I think the events that occurred, by an attempted assassination have impacted him, I believe, to his core and to his heart. And I think it's going to be very interesting in terms of how the campaign is going to move forward. But
what do you expect to change?
Well, I think there's, I think there's a spiritual aspect to what's happening in America, and I think it's impacted the president.